Okay. So I have been taking sessions on Metaverse. This is my third session. The first session which we discussed is on Metaverse and digital twins. The second one was Metaverse and NFT. And today we'll be discussing details on Metaverse and cryptocurrencies. Um, for the people who don't know me, I am Shah. I have 12 years of software development experience. I have been developing desktop, mobile, and web applications, and also specialized in augmented and virtual reality and robotic process automation. I'm a big fan of low-code development, like Microsoft Power Platform. And if you need any more details or want to contact me, you can always go to shahansha.com. That's my domain. You can check out about me and also reach me through that. And I'm very active in LinkedIn as well. So if you want to ping, just search for Shahansha and you will be able to find me. While during the session, if you have any questions, you can post those questions in the chat window. The last 10 minutes, we'll have a Q&A session and we'll be giving the answers to that if I know. Agenda for today is basically talk about Metaverse, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and we'll start with the health and safety moment. So this is one of the norms which we follow in our company. So I keep the health and safety for as a person. I want everyone to go on mute. If you have any issues or if you can't hear me, if there is any internet connection issue, please someone unmute and let me know so that I can know that. Can someone come on unmute and say me whether you are able to hear me properly and also see the screen?
Yeah, we're able to hear you.
And you can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's continue. So the first thing is in the space of cryptocurrency or digital currencies, what is happening is every country is coming up and opening the doors for cryptocurrency. Basically, there is a need for digital currency, obviously. So every country earlier they used to ban, they hate cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. But recently what happening is there is CDCs, country digital currencies are being created and centralized digital currencies are being created. Like India has will be launching digital rupee soon. By the end of this year, it will start implementation. I mean, it will be coming into picture. And same thing, China has created its own digital yuan, and then Russia, US, every place they are talking about creating their own digital currency, which means that they will be stopping the physical currency to some extent, and they will be starting using the digital currency. The value for digital currency and the physical currency will stay, right? But there is a difference between cryptocurrencies and CDCs. CDCs means centralized digital currency. The difference is always the cryptocurrency is transparent and it will be run on a multiple nodes, meaning that it will be running without any centralized system. It is completely decentralized. What is centralized system we'll see a bit later. But whereas when it comes to digital currencies by governments, that will be completely handled in a centralized way, meaning that, for example, let's take digital rupee, it will be completely under the control of RBI. So far banks are the major ones who knows what transactions, how we are behaving, where we are, etc, etc. But once we start using digital currencies like digital rupee, RBI will be knowing everything about user behavior. Can you guys go on mute? Hello, can you go on mute, please? Thanks. Next, another thing during war. This is one particular trend that people or the investors see is that whenever there is a war happening in world, either it is small or big, it will impact the stocks, it will impact the cryptocurrency, it will impact all the online related transactions. And then there will be a sudden drop. For example, latest Ukraine and Russia day one, the cryptocurrencies are gone by 30% and stocks were fallen by US stocks, Indian stocks, everything fallen by a lot of percentage. So what has been analyzed is that once a war starts, suddenly, then what happens is all the online transactions suddenly dip. And then after a month, after 3 months, after 6 months, it starts growing. So now the investors is that whoever is having some money aside, whoever what these people do is whenever there is a sudden sharp drop in whole market, it's not about one company stocks, it's not about one cryptocurrency, but it's about the whole market crash whenever it happens during war. So when people have some amount aside, they just keep it in the stocks and cryptocurrency, and then immediately within 6 months it will be 50% to 100% increase in these things. So that's one particular trend which I have been looking at, and then I would also advise people to start looking in that angle. For example, if you have, again, before I say anything for investment or anything, this is not sponsored by anyone, this is not affiliated to anyone, and also I'm not a financial advisor as such by profession. I'm a software developer and I have very limited knowledge on financial advising. I'm just giving an information. It's an education session which says what is what and what is happening, what is the analysis. But I never suggest anyone to do any financial investments looking at my sessions. Take it as an education session and then later explore yourself, learn from trends, learn from experts, and then start investing. Just don't jump from what I say.
No, stop.
Excuse me. I think someone is unmuted themselves. Can you please unmute? Right. Thank you. Okay. So the next one is because there is a lot of fake news happening in and around. I would say that whenever you are sharing news or doing anything, please check twice and thrice, because this is affecting a lot of different people. And it has been said in a survey that almost 50% of news is fake, whichever that happens in social media, especially in WhatsApp universities, Facebook universities. People share anything, just post a picture and write anything on top of it, and people think it is true. So please cross verify before you send fake news, because this is creating a lot of differences, either it's in financial, either it's in relationships, and etc, etc. So next, let's come to our topic. What is metaverse? So I have been talking about metaverse for the past 2 months. So the first thing is, due to pandemic, we are very limited going out. So what is happening in this pandemic is that there is no physical meetings, there is no physical gatherings happening. So now what happened is there is a need. For example, today if you use digital, you are using mobile phones or WhatsApp or video calls or Zoom meetings or Teams meetings. But what next? What is the next angle to that? What is the next generation is going to do? So what is happening is that there is a huge need of virtual collaboration. There is a huge need of feel. That feel is missing in video, and that feel is missing in audio. Like I have my friend in US, but I can just do video call. But what next? So then the answer to that is metaverse. Metaverse is a virtual collaborative space, meaning that, for example, today, if you talk about online universities, if you want to do MBA, right now I'm doing MBA second year, but it's an online course. I would say that the experience is very, very limited, because what I do all there is I see some, watch some recorded videos. I attend once in a week to live session. That's it, done. I don't know who are the students, and it's not like regular classes, right? So there is a huge gap. Even if I do MBA, there's so much of missing in that MBA because there is no live collaborativeness, there is no experience, there is no interaction with students, etc., etc. But however, now the problem is that you can't travel sometimes, and due to this COVID related stuff, there is no possibility of going abroad and studying, or due to war related situations, etc., etc. Now online courses sucks because it's just video recordings. There's nothing much happening there except some Zoom meetings. So what next? Now think of a virtual environment which is completely remade. For example, there is IIT Mumbai, and then they have created a virtual IIT Mumbai, and then people across the globe, they can join IIT Mumbai BTech or MTech or MBA, and then there will be a virtual class which is like a physical class. They can go into the class, and then there will be people from different places and students from different places. Every day they come into that virtual space, and then there will be lecturer, there will be practicals, there will be live sessions, there will be interaction, there will be library, everything happening in virtual collaborative space. That is called metaverse. Metaverse is the collaboration of people, places, and things in a newer dimension. In a newer dimension, and to experience this, there may be need of virtual or augmented reality devices, like virtual reality devices like Oculus Quest, which is one of the top-rated virtual reality device, or augmented reality device like HoloLens. And also recently, even portals within websites also we can experience metaverse. So you'll be creating your avatar. You'll be creating your avatar, and then you will enter into this metaverse with your name, and then you can talk to people. I'd highly recommend everyone to go on mute. This is actually disturbing.
Teen right.
Spelling bada wala mai word na ko bola wala.
Excuse me. Can you please go on mute?
What?
Admin, you can mute that from your side.
Admin, yeah. Admin can mute to all participants right from admin side.
I don't have the access, I guess.
I think the co-host can help.
I don't have an option. Oh, mute also. Sorry, my bad. Thanks. Sorry. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, collaboration of people, places, and things is called metaverse in general. It is an virtually created environment. So next thing is we need to understand a lot of terminology. I will not be going into details of each and everything, but I'll be going into tapping the surface. And then if you are interested into it, then you need to do some exploration. Then only you will understand what is cryptocurrency. Then only you will understand what it is. So metaverse, we have seen, metaverse is a virtual collaboration space for people, places, and things. And then blockchain. So blockchain, it's got what? See, blockchain. So for example, you have some data, and then you have some address for that data, meaning that what is the data, and for that there is an address. And then you have address of previous data. And this is called block. This is simply called a block. So this is together is called block. So in a block, there will be some transaction data. The data can be anything. The data can be financial details. The data can be ownership details. The data can be voting details. Any kind of data. So there is a data. There is an address to that data. There will be previous address which is linking to the previous one. Like this, there will be blocks like block 1, block 2, block 3. So far, block n. And this block 2 will be connected to block 1. Block 3 will be connected to block 2. Block n will be connected to block n-1. So now this formation of the blocks is called blockchain. This formation of the whole blocks is called blockchain. And the other important thing in blockchain is decentralized. What does decentralized mean? When you see centralized, So let's say ICICI Bank. So all the transactions which we do, all the customers, whoever is ICICI customers, whatever they are doing, all the transactions are centralized, meaning that ICICI has the centralized authority, and then it has a centralized server, and all the transactions are going through that server through ICICI. That is called centralized system. Now, what is decentralized? So decentralized meaning that there is no central authority. First thing is there is no central authority, and then there will be not a single server. There will not be a single node. There will be multiple nodes. Multiple nodes. Like in ICICI's case, there is only one server or only other backup server. But then in decentralized case, there will be thousands of nodes. There will be thousands of people maintaining the data. So there will be thousands of systems actually maintaining the whole transaction related data. So blockchain is a decentralized system for storing the data cryptographically safe, and also in decentralized fashion, decentralized way. So we'll see that in a video in a bit, but that is basically blockchain, where your blocks are interconnected. So let's say land, to understand, let's say you have a land, and then initially someone owned the land. Let's say government owns the land. So that is block one. So the government has the land and there is no previous authority. Let's say government is the creator of that land. And then that will be sold to some person. So that block one and block two is created. And then in block one, only government is there. There is no previous address. And block two, there is some person who is purchased, and that transaction details are present as data. And then there will be some address to that data. And then the previous one will be saying that, okay, this is bought from government. So like this, the data keeps on passing whenever there is a sale and purchase cycle happens. And this way, if it is stored only on revenue department's centralized system, that is called centralized way. But then if it is happening in thousands of systems and there is no single owner, that is called decentralized. So all the cryptocurrencies and latest things, whatever is happening, everything is happening on blockchain. So blockchain has transparency. You can actually look at what is happening in blockchain for any purpose. There is a transparent data log which says, okay, what happened in the past. And then people cannot change it because it's not a single source. In centralized system, for example, if you say, I want to change my bank account amount, like today I have 1 lakh, but I want to make it 100 lakhs or 1 crore or 10 crores. In that case, I can just go, if I'm a good hacker, I can go to centralized system server in ICICI and just make a correction, and then it is done. Whereas in decentralized system, you cannot just hack one system. Yeah, if you want to change it, you need to change it in thousands of systems. That's where it becomes very hard to break blockchain. There is transparency, there is safety, and there is a chain which says everything is there. So this is called blockchain. Now, next thing is, what is cryptocurrency? So cryptocurrencies, basically the main agenda, the main foundation of cryptocurrencies is that every country has its own currency. Why not we have single currency which works across different countries? Why not we have one single currency for doing all the transactions across the world? So that was the core concept of cryptocurrency. And then why not we have digital currency? Why not we have that? That is another key feature. Why not we have the digital currency so that we can do transactions online easily? So there is no, whenever you say Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, there is no actually no coin as such. There is no note as such. It is all digital currency. So cryptocurrencies run on blockchain. Cryptocurrencies run on blockchain. So cryptocurrencies is like, if you want to purchase anything, you will purchase from online. If you want to exchange from one person to another person, like how we do with physical notes and coins, you can exchange that. So basically for purchasing, buying, or doing transactions and exchanging money, cryptocurrencies are made. And then cryptocurrencies, the main motto is digital currency, and to use it across globe without any restrictions of having a localized currency. That is cryptocurrency, and it's all running on blockchain. So you know transparently where it originated, where it went. And then there are tokens. In cryptocurrency world, you'll hear a lot of tokens. So token has a specific purpose. Everything seems theory. In some time, I'll be moving and showcasing you things, but understanding this terminology in crypto world or metaverse world is very, very important. Even if you just understand a single line, that is okay, because you want to do your own research for understanding these things. So tokens have a specific purpose. For example, you want to do some voting in a company, or you wanted to purchase something, or uh, cryptocurrencies are little different from tokens. Tokens are made for some specific purpose. There is some specific activity happening, then you can use tokens. But tokens also have some value. But unlike cryptocurrencies, which is purely for transactional purposes, tokens are made for some specific purposes, some specific events, for some specific purposes. It depends a lot, like different organizations create different tokens for different variety of things. But tokens is something which you keep hearing. There is a specific purpose for doing this tokens. For example, let's say in real world, a company is trying to make a change, or they wanted to have a new policy. Then tokens are given to stakeholders, and these people, whoever is having highest number of tokens, will be having the highest. It's kind of something like stocks to here, but then it is one of the purpose. Like if you have highest number of tokens, then you can vote or suggest a new change, and you will be given priority. And these tokens is kind of having value for you, so that you have the authority to make that changes for that organization. We'll talk more about that different types of organizations next. Mining. So mining means so whenever you hear Bitcoin, whenever you hear Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies, there is something attached called mining. So what happens is, in this crypto world, there are thousands of nodes. In case of ICSA, there is only one centralized system. But in case of blockchain, there are thousands of systems. In case of Bitcoin, Bitcoin transactions doesn't happen on a centralized one single server. No, Bitcoin transactions are securely stored into thousands of systems, whoever is doing mining. So in short, mining is a software that is installed on your laptops, in your PCs, or in your servers. And then this software helps in creating the Bitcoins. This software helps in adding new blocks. This software helps in maintaining the blockchain of this Bitcoins, Ethereums, or what the other cryptocurrencies. So this software, which is installed on your PC, which is doing mining to add the new transactions, to create the blocks, and to maintain the security of the whole software. For that, what is the so what is the point of having mining? If I am a new person and I wanted to earn Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything without any investment, like I don't want to purchase Bitcoin, but then I wanted to actually earn something. So you have a laptop, you have a PC, you have a server, and you have some ideal time on it. So you run your PC 24/7, and then you are going to actually install a piece of software, and then that piece of software will be running to add new blocks. So you become a new node for it. You become a new node or new PC in the decentralized system, like where thousands of systems are joined hands together to make these transactions, to store these transactions. You will become another node. You will become another node basically to keep this data, store this data, and to add new blocks. What is the benefit of doing that? So if you do that, because this is decentralized and everyone is storing it, and everyone is installing this piece of software, and everyone is giving their resources, like they are giving their compute time, they are giving their compute resources to store these things, then they are being awarded. Like if you start doing mining, you will be awarded with, if you are mining for Bitcoin, you will be awarded with Bitcoin. If you are mining for Ethereum, then you will be awarded with Ethereum. But then if you are trying to mine Bitcoins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, you will be gaining less, because there is a lot of people who are doing mining too. Like there are thousands of people install this software with higher power of computation. The more the power of computation, the more you can earn. But the more the power of computation, the more the energy resources are as well. So mining in short means you are also becoming a node for the whole blockchain. And then you will be earning for that mining process. Okay, next coming to NFT, non-fungible tokens. In the last session, I have given a session on NFTs. If you want the link, you can look at the last messages which we have sent, or you can actually search in YouTube Metaverse and NFTs, Shahansha, then you will be directly finding the Metaverse and NFT session last week. So NFTs is basically a virtual digital asset. Virtual digital asset like digital art, like digital video, digital image, or digital name. So these are unique things which you can sell and purchase, And NFTs are like contracts to this. Like you have a land, you sold it, and someone purchased it. What is the proof? You have a contract document, legal document. And for virtual assets, NFT is a legal virtual contract. Agreement saying that who is owner, who is the creator, from whom they have purchased, to whom they have sold. So that information is called NFT. That information is stored in this non-fungible token, and then this is running on blockchain. NFTs are also running on blockchain. Everything is one or the other way connected to blockchain, because NFT is a virtual digital asset. Let's say there is a digital copy of a Mona Lisa drawing. So who created it? He'll be selling it to someone else, and from there he will be selling it to someone else. So this is kind of a chain where there is a creator and there is a person one purchased and he sold it to person two. So that can be stored directly on blockchain. But then the legal contract document which says who is the owner, who created it. So that is called NFT. Next, exchange. So if you want to start doing anything for blockchain, if you want to do anything with cryptocurrency, then you need to register yourself in exchange. Exchange is nothing but a portal like Binance, ZebPay, and CoinSwitch. So these are all the big portals where you can purchase or sell Bitcoin, sell your cryptocurrencies. And there is a wallet. For example, you purchased something Bitcoin from one exchange, like let's say crypto.com or Binance.com. But then you wanted to not keep it in their exchange, but you wanted to have your own wallet. So wallet is exactly like our own wallet, where you take money from ATM and keep it in your wallet. So you will be purchasing from somewhere and you can store it into your own wallet. And then if you want to sell it, then you will be you can transfer from one wallet to another wallet. Like you have your wallet, and your friend will be having another wallet, or the exchange will be having wallet. So you can transfer from one wallet to another wallet, from one person to another person. DeFi, DAO, DApps is something beyond this session. DeFi is decentralized finance. DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization, and DApps is decentralized applications. So why we are calling decentralized is everything that happens on blockchain. The only key thing is decentralized. Today, all the organizations, every organization is centralized. Like in my company headquarters is Amsterdam, and then it is centralized. It is having a single CEO, CFO, everything. But then there is a new concept called DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, and this is basically an organization or new company that has been started without any owner, without any CEO, without any CFO. And there will be people inside it. Basically, there are set of rules. For example, let's say there is a vending machine. There is a vending machine. And then for that vending machine, you have someone has created it, but they have completely automated it in the sense they have written a program in a sense that, okay, whenever someone uh, puts money to get something from that vending machine, then the money will be transferred to bank accounts. And then whenever there is low stock in vending machine, then automatically it orders. Vending machine itself orders from Amazon or somewhere and then refills it. So this is completely autonomous. And who is the owners of it? So there will be someone who created this DAO, but there will be owners, will be stakeholders. So there will be people who will be purchasing the tokens for that organization. And then everything, there's no CEO, CFO, there's no centralized authority. It is all with coding. It is all with standards. And then it will be automatically running the organization. If there is any new changes, if there is any new stuff that needs to be done, then there will be a committee. There will be basically stakeholders who will be involved in voting system and stuff like that. So decentralized autonomous organization is something which you will be hearing more and more coming forward, because they don't want a centralized authority for any organization going forward. Same way, decentralized applications. Today, all the applications are centralized in one way, but they wanted to make it in a way that there is no centralized authority, and it will be run by the users, for the users, and benefited, and users will be benefited. For example, let's say Chrome. Basically it is owned, it's a application obviously, and it is owned by Google, and then it is one or the other way taking benefit of users behavior, tracking mechanisms, and knowing what users are doing, etc., etc. But then there is a new browser which is B app, which is called Brave browser. So what is happening is they won't track, and there will be a set of tools which they won't track, they won't do anything. Even if you browse websites in that, you will be getting money, and they will be basically you're not giving any user insights. This is all. And Web3, another terminology which I forget, but I'll be saying about Web3 in some other day. So Web3 is all on blockchain. It's all transparent. It's all not, you have the authority for your privacy. You don't want to give data to anyone, you won't. And user has the authority to choose what needs to be shared, what needs not to be shared. That is Web3 with intelligence. DeFi, decentralized finance. Sorry, a lot of theory. Unfortunately, there's a lot of theory, but we'll go into details. So DeFi, decentralized finance. Decentralized finance means so far you see ICICI, HDFC, or Bank of America, like this. These are the centralized financial authorities, and then they will be giving money, and you'll be lending money, and you'll be repaying at same interest or same amount which they keep it as a centralized system. So it's kind of fixed for them. ICICI Bank has 10.5% or something like that. But decentralized finance is that there is no single authority. So basically, I can become the lender, and someone becomes the person who gives me money. And then this way, it's distributed. Someone, if they have some coins or some money, they can actually give it to the set of lenders, and he will be setting how much he needs. For example, I set I need 10%. Someone else can set 50%. Someone else can set only 1%. So that type of decentralized finance is new thing that is happening in the world of blockchain. And this is something which you'll be hearing more and more, because there are many advantages. At the same time, there are many disadvantages of doing this decentralized finance. With that, we are done with theory. We'll see one example for understanding blockchain. If you don't understand blockchain, you won't understand anything. So let's see what is a blockchain. Let me know if you can hear the audio. Can you guys hear audio?
Yes, we can hear.
Blockchain is one of the biggest buzzwords today. It is considered one of the most promising emerging technologies, a technology that has the potential to transform business as we know it. But what is blockchain? Simply explained, blockchain is a database or digital ledger of transactions. But this database is different from traditional databases as we know them. In a traditional database, data is stored on a centralized server with a single authority empowered to change or delete the data. In blockchain, the data is shared across a network of computers that all run on a special software that ensures all data remains identical. That's not all. Data is secured using cryptography and can only be changed by people authorized to do so. Before we delve further into how blockchain technology works, let's start by understanding what a block is. A block is a piece of information that is made up of data. The block contains a timestamp, which is used to create what is called the hash of the block. The block also has the hash of the previous block. There are various kinds of data that can be stored in a block. The data can be related to medical records, election information, smart contracts, or land records. The hash is the unique identity of a block, much like the fingerprint of a human being. Every block also contains the hash of the previous block. This is what creates a chain of interconnected blocks and gives this technology its name. Every time a new block is added, a timestamp is added to all the transactions. So, how does blockchain really work? Let's take the example of Bob. Bob wants to buy a house. He finds a house that he likes and decides to buy it. When he buys the house, the owner, Tom, has to sign a document that says Bob now owns the house. Tom also has to provide proof that when he bought the house, the previous owner signed a similar document, giving him ownership of the house. This document also has to be given to Bob for his records. In essence, the house have proof of the chain of ownership all the way to the beginning. Blockchain is like that. There is a cryptographically verifiable chain of the history of ownership. In blockchain, the registry is distributed to everybody. This means that anyone can verify at any time how many units are in circulation, who owns them, and what the history of their ownership is. Transactions are not just verified by one single authority, but by the consensus of multiple users. Because the information is stored across various computers, it makes it very hard for anyone to change or delete the data without others on the network noticing. The result? The blockchain helps to securely store and validate sensitive information in a way that establishes trust. It can also help to reduce costs, improve speed, and enhance productivity. At CGI, we are committed to helping organizations across industries harness and
Right, that is blockchain where you have block and it is having chain and a lot of benefits of using blockchain.
emerging technologies.
So let's go and look at some real-time use cases or where you can do what you can do. So first thing is where to start. So basically where to start is you can first thing you can go to Binance or crypto.com or CoinSwitch, any website. So right now I'm showing coinmarketcap.com and here you will be seeing the cryptocurrencies. So cryptocurrencies. So for example, you wanted to know about Bitcoin, how it is performing, Ethereum. So there are some top coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solano, Litecoin, those kind of coins. So first thing what you need to do is you need to register in an exchange. So exchanges are like for India, let's say CoinSwitch is one of the best exchange. I use CoinSwitch. I'm not going to say a referral or anything, but this is one of the good app, which is really, really good in UI wise. And what you can do is you can create an account in this. You can create an account in this. And then you first thing is don't jump into getting some coins or investing in it. For 1 month, just keep opening this app and register in it and then see the trends, how it is happening. For example, now let me say Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, this is let's say one day. Within one day, there is a huge difference. So it started with $39,000. It went till 39,605. It started with 38,000, and then it went in till 39,000, and then it dropped again back to 38. And this is just one day. If you see 7 days, so there is a huge dip. Maybe this is during the war. So Ukraine war, it has become $37,000. So keep looking at the trends. And for your information, crypto and stocks are very, very volatile based, and crypto is more volatile based on the news. So when there is a Russia war on Ukraine started, and then it was announced, suddenly it has dropped to a lot. So it has dropped to this point. It has dropped to 34,000, 33,000 from 44,000. So so for example, let's say you have taken something at $44,000, and when it becomes $36,000 or $34,000, then it's a huge loss. So that is something which people need to understand, that when I'm trying to invest in crypto, it is so much volatile. So I don't want to invest my whole of amount. But at the same time, there are some coins, let's say Shiba Inu. So there is one coin which is started as a meme coin, meaning that just for fun and making fun of other cryptocurrencies, they have started this. But one or the other way, it has got so much of craze, and it is less than $1. It is $0.001 or something. If you see within 1 year, so it was hardly 0.00004 thing. And then if you see this one, it is become $0.00478. You know how much is the growth? Like if you have invested $10, then it would have been $1.8 million. If you have invested in, let's say 2021, third month of 2021, and by the end of year, you would have become millionaire. Again, how much? $10, $20 if you have invested. So $10 is like nothing, like 600, 700 rupees, and you would have got $1 lakh or $1 million, 10 lakh, so crores of rupees. So that is the power and strength of this cryptocurrencies. Again, it's all luck. You can't say which coin is going up or down, except following the trends and doing analysis and doing all these things. So you should be very active looking at it. So the first thing is creating the exchange account, and then keep watching stuff, and then you need to understand the base of it, the base of each coin, why each coin is there. So for example, let's say there is base for every coin. I think there are 500 plus coins in cryptocurrency. There are 500 plus coins, and each coin has their own understanding why this coin is made, why this coin is made. For example, let's say Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is purely made for selling and purchasing. So the foundation is, you need to understand why Bitcoin, what happened for Bitcoin, and then only you will understand, okay, is this right thing to invest or not. If you don't understand the foundation of each coin, then you're just without knowledge, you're just trying to invest it. But first thing is, we need to understand the foundation of it, why it has been created. For example, let's say here I can say some coins, why it has been created. So Bitcoin is purely for buying and selling, for it's a digital currency. And let's say Ethereum. So Ethereum is basically made for NFTs, buying and purchasing of NFTs, for decentralized applications, dApps, decentralized applications. Again, that has been made for DAOs. So whatever we spoke, instead of every time everyone is trying to create a new blockchain, Ethereum is the one which gives the power to the developers to use Ethereum blockchain to develop their own dApps. So that's why Ethereum is the second highest coin after Bitcoin, which has a huge number of applications. And if when it is low, if you keep some amount in Ethereum, and when you keep some amount in Bitcoin, whenever it is low, it's guaranteed. I mean, it's like found out that 90% of times these coins are giving major returns as well. I mean, it's kind of little stable when compared to the other coins. Let's say there is a coin called Flow, or some coins are available in some exchanges, some coins are not available in exchanges. Um, So there is a Kyber, and this is for decentralized financial industry, meaning that this platform, Kyber network, this platform gives the decentralized finance options, and they have created a coin for that purposes. So that is being used. And similarly, each coin has a foundation. So basically, you need to understand the foundation of it. So there is Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is a game. So inside that game, if you want to purchase or sell anything, then you use Axie Infinity coin. And there is, I mean, in the game, whatever each thing is called NFT. To purchase and sell that things, then you need this Axie Infinity coin. And there is a platform for Axie Infinity game, and they use it. So there are some companies which have created their platform, and inside that platform, if you want to do anything, then you are going to use their coins, their own coins. Like this, you can go ahead and look for each coin and understand. For example, hardly there are 100 to 200 coins. Then you can go ahead and read about it and see the history of it, how it is behaving, people where they are investing, why they are investing. For example, there is a coin for security. There is a coin for sports. There is a coin for faster transactions. There is a coin for Metaverse. There is a coin for something else. So when you understand why these coins are there, and if you see the trend, for example, crypto security is one of the biggest thing. So if you invest in crypto security for the next 1 year, it is going to do well. And if you know Metaverse, and you know that Metaverse is going to happen big in next 2 years, if you invest in Metaverse coins, that is also going to go big. So similarly, you need to understand what are the different types of coins, foundation of it, and then you'll understand where to invest. So now let's go ahead and see some Metaverse coins. So I'm more interested in Metaverse coins. I think here, so here is the category wise. For example, here they say based on NFT, what coins are there, and based on Metaverse, what coins are there. So let's see Metaverse coins. Just interested in Metaverse. So Metaverse, what is Metaverse? Metaverse is a virtual collaborative space for people, places, and things. And now everything that happens in Metaverse, they are planning to do it on blockchain. So whenever there is something new happening, people are started thinking that I wanted to use latest tools and technologies and concepts because there is a benefit of using it. So whatever is happening in Metaverse, they are trying to bring it on blockchain. So Metaverse, there are some coins. So the famous coins are Decentraland, Sandbox, Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is a game. Sandbox is also a game, and also events related stuff. Decentraland is a platform for games, events, and everything. So let's see one example. So I'm going to Decentraland. This is a metaverse. So now what does this metaverse means? You can create your own avatar, and then you are entering into a virtual world. You are entering into a virtual world where people from different parts of the world already in there. So there are people from different parts of the world already in there. Then you are also joining them. And this Decentraland basically has a lot of items, like you can play games, you can interact with people, you can have events, You can collaborate with people. There are venues, concerts, a lot of different things happening in Decentraland. So you can create an account and then go ahead and then start playing or start going to the events. So for example, JP Morgan. JP Morgan has created its first bank in Decentraland. So first bank in Decentraland. So meaning that there is also land in this. So if you go here, marketplace. So Decentraland is kind of a, let's say, it's a venture. It's a venture, and there are lands in it. And in that lands, people purchase the lands and they build something. For example, JP Morgan has purchased land in Decentraland, and they have made that land as a bank. So now people can come into Decentraland and they can go to JP Morgan bank. Similarly, there are some universities. So there are some universities which are purchasing land in Decentraland, and then they are going to create the university in that land, and then people will be coming to do this online education, but with experience. So why people should use Decentraland? Why they should purchase land? Because the building is very easy. If you want to build anything, they have created the platform. They have created the tools for developers and also for non-developers to easily develop stuff. You don't have to bother much. You can just drag and drop, and then you can create your own. If you want to create bank, you can easily create bank. If you want to create game, you should be easily able to create a game. So that way you can build anything in this metaverse, and you can ask, and for people who are entering into it, it's free. They don't have to, unless and until they have to purchase anything, they can use it free. So let's see this one, marketplace. Marketplace has a lot of different things to purchase. So for example, if you want to purchase any item within the game, you can purchase those items. And then if you want to purchase land, so this is parcels and estates. If you want to purchase land, so you can go here. So this one, for example, I need to purchase this one. This is the land, the whole land. This is parcels. And then I can click here and I go here and say that, okay, it says 399. This is Polygon, I guess. Oh no, Ethereum. So it says, okay, on Ethereum, this is Decentraland, and this is called Mana. So he's saying this land cost, this parcel land cost, you'll see the details, like road is adjacent to it, 9 parcels away from a district land. And then these are the parcels. One parcel is, I guess, 16 into 16. So these are the parcels of this land. And he's saying, okay, I will sell this for 399,000 mana. Now coming back to our exchange. So Decentraland has something called mana. And that is what we need to use to purchase things in Decentraland. So if I need to purchase anything in Decentraland, I want to have this coin called mana. That is where the foundation of mana is. Similarly, there is something called sandbox. So let's say the sandbox. So in Sandbox, basically they have made tie-ups with bigger people like singers, celebrities, Snoop Dogg, these people, that people. So they have purchased lands, or they had tie-ups with these game peoples. And then ultimately people go crazy and they want to purchase the land beside celebrities. Then they will be actually getting benefit out of it. So here is the map. And inside the sandbox, if you want to purchase anything, you have to have sandbox sand. This is the cryptocurrency that is being used inside this platform. So this is the land. For example, you need to explore the land. You can explore the land, and there is something here. I guess there is this guy celebrity. For some reason it is very slow. Yeah. So these are purchased by different people, and this is very expensive as well. It is not simple. This is very expensive. So there are some celebrities who have purchased, and then because of the celebrities, people have also started purchasing in this stuff. So this is how, first thing is, I mean, we need to understand the coin basics. And then once we know the coin basics, and then once we know whether there is a future for this or not, and once we know what is latest trends that is happening across the globe, every news affects crypto. We should be very careful about it. And also, if there is any new version that is being released for Decentraland, Sandbox, Axie Infinity, or any other things, then we should be aware. If it is good, the coin price is going up. If it is bad, then it is going down. So all these things, a lot of different factors matter. But basically, what you need to do right now is trying to understand all these terminologies. So there are some useful links. I'll be sending the PPT where you will get idea of it. So NFTs, if you want to understand NFTs, you can go to OpenSea.io. And then if you want to do exchange, India, CoinSwitch is one big thing. And across the globe, Binance is one of the best exchange. And Decentraland and Sandbox are the Metaverse related stuff where you can explore about Metaverse and understand Metaverse. And what to do, within 1 minute, I'll finish and then I'll go to questions. So explore cryptocurrency platforms and trends and also news across it, because blockchain is going to be with us. Blockchain is not leaving us. Blockchain and cryptocurrency is not going to leave us. It will be there forever, and you will be using more of this knowingly, unknowingly, a lot. Look for investment opportunities. I think, for example, if you have 1 lakh, 2 lakh in your bank account and sitting there forever, and then you're not doing any fixed deposits or not doing anything, in that case, I would suggest that, okay, during war time, the stocks or cryptocurrencies have come down. If you have put your 1 lakh just during the war day, it would have been double value. So look at that again. Don't spend, I mean, as a normal person who has little experience in this, saying that do not keep your full amount, or do not keep at least 50%. Keep only small portions of amount, and also only after analysis. Without analysis, just by, okay, let's see, I'll invest something, I'll go ahead and invest in Bitcoin. But if you don't do analysis, maybe that day is the highest amount for Bitcoin. So you'll be losing. You shouldn't be investing when the Bitcoin is its bull run. So you should be doing it only there is a crash. That will benefit us. That will give us. There is a huge potential for some coin. So then you need to like Shibinu. So there is a huge scope for it. Maybe tomorrow they are having a metaverse plan as well. So their plan will boost the coin as well. Look for the mining opportunities. I would say that there are many miners. The knowledge of mining is very less in India, but then other countries, crypto mining is one big thing which even companies do, and they earn a lot. But we need very powerful systems. Mining, you can also give it a try. And the other thing is start with create your exchange account first, and then create your wallet, and then you can invest even 100 rupees for Bitcoins or something like that. Other thing is development. If you want to develop anything, this is the right time to develop for Metaverse. This is the right time for developing cryptocurrency related applications. If you want to develop anything with decentralized autonomous applications, decentralized applications, all those things, this is the right time to start developing, because this is just beginning. If you want to develop an Android app, there are crores of Android apps. There's no point in developing new Android app. Same thing, there are too many websites. You don't want to build yet another website which is very normal. So if you want to do anything very basic with crypto or metaverse, even if you develop small thing, it's a big thing. That's why invest your time in learning and development in metaverse, crypto worlds, and etc. Okay, with that, I'm going to stop. Let me see if there are any questions. Can I have this recording, please? Yeah, recording is ongoing, so there's nothing much questions here. If you have any questions, come on unmute, and then you can ask questions.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Just one basic question, like most of the people like harama, halal, a lot of confusion is there.
I am not an expert in this area, so I myself have same doubts, but there are some things. I mean, everything is not halal, everything is not haram. There is coin basics. Like for example, if you are just going with Bitcoin, then it's like stocks. There's nothing much to worry if you invest in Bitcoin. But if you are investing in something like decentralized finance, then it has this loaning system, etc., etc. So that is dangerous spot to go. So you need to understand what you are doing, where you are doing. Even if you give generic opinion to ulamas, just I'm going for crypto, they don't know the details, bolts and nuts of it. So that's where there should be an expert collaboration. This space is great at this point, but
Okay.
I don't have a correct answer to that. You need to do your own exploration and look at, for example, if you are investing in Ethereum, then
Okay.
you need to see why Ethereum is, what is the root cause of it. Then you will understand whether, and then you take that scenario to Olama and say that, okay, this is what it is, and then can I invest in that? But there are spaces halal, there are spaces haram. That's what I see. Yeah, next question.
Okay. Thanks for the.
Any other questions?
Hello, this is Mukhtar. What are the prerequisites to invest in these bitcoins? So we need to have some particular account.
Yeah, you need to create account in coins which are any other exchange platforms. In India, Zebpay, coins which are the platforms where you can invest. Even Binance is now supporting India as well. So coinswitch.co. So this is where you can start safely. And there is another thing called Zebpay. This is another safe thing to start. And also recent, I think Binance is also in India, so you can also start with Binance. This is globally accepted. This is local to India.
So just we need to create account here, we can invest.
Just create an account. Even if you have to invest 100 rupees, you can just do UPI and then you can invest.
You can select the coin, you can invest it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like stocks or it's like any other platform, and this platform is very easy. It's very simple to do. Again, don't do high investment. This is, you have to look at the market, then only invest. But if you want to just play with it, like you have 100 rupees, 200 rupees, yeah, with 100 rupees also you can purchase anything.
So you're talking about mining, right? Mining is one kind of software you can install. So can you elaborate more on that? So can you install in our personal laptop mining?
See, mining what coin matters. For example, if you are trying to mine Bitcoin, it is high time. There's no point in mining Bitcoins because already 90% of Bitcoins are mined, meaning that 90% are in circulation. So you won't be getting much benefit mining Bitcoins. You'll be getting benefit in mining the latest coins. Even Ethereum, you can mine it. Yeah, you can install mining softwares on your laptop, but bear in mind that 24 hours you will be turning on, there will be heat, there will be energy, everything. So there is a calculation which says that, okay, if you are trying to mine some coin, and if you are having this, for example, you have i7 and you have RAM as 32 and you have your GPU and CPU compute powers, and giving all those inputs, you will see that, okay, this much energy bill you will get. And then in return, you will get these many Ethereum coins or these many Bitcoins. So that there is a calculator. So use that calculator and give, okay, your laptop specifications, and then it will give whether it is beneficial to mine or not. And also there are tons of YouTube videos by Indians or some other country people where it says, if you have the moderate laptop, is mining is beneficial or not. So far what I saw is that mining is very intellectual thing. You need to have so much of knowledge about mining, but that happens over time. It's not overnight but you can get the overnight knowledge from someone who is already doing mining. I tried mining, but I didn't find that it is much beneficial. And other thing is, I'm not an expert in mining, so I just gave it. I don't have any specific PC or special PC just to keep it 24 hours on and then start mining on it. There are people who has tons of servers and tons of laptops or tons of GPUs that attach to this and they start mining, and they are earning good amounts. Some people earn a lot of amounts just through mining, but you should be very dedicated to it. You should have that ventilation, you should have that space, you should have that cooling, everything to earn good amounts. Start with some basic YouTube videos and you'll be able to get it. If you need help, you can reach out to me.
Yeah. So this kind of server, right? This is kind of setting up a server.
No, you
Which-
have
which-
a server or you have a laptop, you are just installing a software to it. That's it.
on our laptop should be 24 hours live, right? Should not be down.
I mean, if there is no 24 hours, how much time you are running, if your computation power is good, that much only you will earn. Generally, you calculate on number of hours you run it.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions?
नहीं नहीं इंशाल्लाह वैसा नियत करने से अभी नहीं होता
Okay. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So, one more question, right? In Bitcoin, right? It is like it decentralized, right? There is no specific server, so all nodes are act as a server, correct?
yes.
Okay. So there is a possibility, right? Anyone can change the rule. For example, anyone can increase or decrease the amount in there because of they have authority. In the decentralized server, right? Only one person authority. Say for example, ICICI Bank, correct? They can provide their rule. But in decentralized way, anyone can who have the nodes, right? Who is the part of that particular chain can do anything they want. So
Right.
how it can be
No, it's not like
avoided?
a database where you have access directly to change it. It's not like that. It has been built with a software which is very hard to crack. Even if you try to crack on your local PC, it is not going to agree because you are one drop of the whole big part. So even if you change it locally, the others will say that this is wrong, and that's it. It's not considered. Only when it is validated across the whole network, then only a new thing will be added. Or if you want to make changes to it, it's not just possible to do it with one node. If a hacker want to hack blockchain, then he need to hack the whole algorithm. He need to hack the whole systems, thousands of systems. Yeah, just manipulating one system is not going to make any change in the whole.
Okay. In this case, right, whatever system, whatever node have, where is I am a dependent for that particular node. If you want to change something, right, it should be accepted by all other nodes as well.
Exactly.
Then only it will be approved, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
And most part, we are not, as a humans, we are not going sitting and doing it. This is all algorithm which is written in that software that is trying to do everything on behalf of us.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. If there are no more questions, then I would say go ahead and look at the other sessions which we have given. If you have not seen them, maybe I think this is going top of the head for some people, but then this is a good starting point to look into and learn the basics of it. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Shahansha, can you get this recording?
Yeah, sure.
I
Uploading it to YouTube and
will get notification, right? Thank you.